So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, it's going to be a little different. I really have been doing a lot of self-reflecting and just self-growth and thinking about my life and myself and how I can become a better person. So I decided to, let you guys in on some of the things I've been doing and thinking, kind of to help you guys grow as better people as well and just develop oneself. One of the main things I wanted to talk about today is honestly getting to the root. The root is basically the things that have happened in your life while you're an adolescent, an adult, the things that you're doing now that have and are affecting you subconsciously, and you're not even knowing that these things are affecting you and affecting your behavior and your thought process and the way you look at yourself and the way you interact and do things in your life. But it affects your life in a major way. Honestly, it affects all of us. I feel like in the society we live in, a lot of times people just look at the actions and don't try to figure out the reason for the actions that the person is doing. And that also trickles down in just the way people raise their children. It trickles down in the way people deal with themselves and see themselves. And I feel like the best way to change and be a better person is to start with yourself. And once we all figure out the root of our actions and why we're doing certain things, then we can deal with it and change it accordingly. Now, with myself, I figured out, like, right now at this moment in my life, things might change, in a couple of months or a couple of years. But in my life, the one thing that I feel like has been, holding me back, it is me having friendships and relationships with people that are very surface level type relationships. I feel like right now in my life, I need certain people around me that emotionally have depth and want to grow like myself, and also me being more vulnerable. This is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because I have my moments where I am vulnerable, different things like that, but I am a Scorpio moon, so a lot of times I like to just keep my vulnerable side and my emotional side to myself and not really show any vulnerability and not even show any vulnerability, and just not really show people, I wouldn't say the softer side, because I am soft. Side note, sorry, the light might be a little bad because it's about to rain. I'm trying to get this video out right now while I'm thinking about all these things, and this video just came to my head. And if you hear a couple of noise, construction just won't let me be great. They out there fixing stuff, and you hear machines and stuff like that. Sorry guys, I'll try to edit that out as much as I can, but if you hear a noise, that's what the noise is. So like I was saying, I'm just trying to be more vulnerable and more kind of like open with you guys, with the people I love, with the people I care about. But I also realized right now, especially with relationships with guys and different things like that, I want someone who I can lean on emotionally, in a sense, just because I'm so used to being my own emotional, just because I'm so used to being on my own when it comes to emotional support and vulnerability. I'm really not used to showing that side to people and to others, and I feel like that's one of the things that is holding me back. And I feel like that's one of the things that is holding me back, just because the way I was raised, I look at like showing emotions and different things like that. It's kind of like a weakness when it's really not. As long as you show them in a controlled way and you're just like not crazy out of control. But it's nothing wrong with crying or just different things like that. It's nothing wrong with that. So that's one of the things that I want to deal with, and the root of those issues or the habits that I have with showing my emotions or different things like that, and my vulnerability comes from my childhood and the way I was raised and the parents that I have that weren't really like that. Or if you did show emotion or different things like that, they would like make it really dramatic and kind of like take it out of context and kind of make it about them. And I want to change that about myself. Another thing about myself that I realized that is a negative habit that I've created over time is laziness. I don't know, or not so much laziness. I feel like when I get really, really overwhelmed, I just completely and utterly like shut off. Like I just don't want to do anything, or if things don't go exactly how I want them to do, it discourages me a lot to the point where I've just kind of like shut down. And that's not a really good habit to have. And also, just because things might not be working out at this moment the way you want them to work out doesn't mean that it won't work out eventually down the line. So that's another negative habit that I feel like I have created. And me doing that, me getting lazy and me just giving up sometimes, it frustrates my own self, because I'm like, I don't know why I'm giving up, but I'm just having like an emotional overwhelmment and I just don't want to do it anymore. But then in the long run, I get mad at myself and frustrated at myself, because I'm like, I could have did it if I just really not given a crap and just stuck to it and pushed myself and really made it work for myself. Oh, here comes the rain. But without the rain, we wouldn't have any flowers. And I still got a little sunlight, so I'ma still, you know, keep it going. Honestly, I feel like self-reflection is one of the best ways to develop oneself. And hopefully this video helps you guys. I'm kind of going to wrap it up because I feel like it's going to like storm and then you're not even going to be able to hear me in this video. But just the main thing is, you guys find the roots of the issues. A lot of times it might bring you back to traumatic things. Ooh. It might bring you back to traumatic things that happened in your childhood or just happened in your life. But you don't want to never get to the root of your issues and think that doing other things, whether it be shopping, whether it be extracurricular activities, whether it be in relationships, whether it be starting families or careers, will fulfill the emptiness or the lack of in your life that needs to be fulfilled, because you don't know what you need to really grow. And to know what you need to really grow, you have to it's storming. And to know what you really need to grow, you have to find that root within yourself. And it will be emotional, and it will be overwhelming, and it will be slightly dramatic, but trust me, you're gonna get through it. I'm getting through it, and we're gonna work it out. So that's all I have for this video. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.